Of all the rabbit holes I get stuck in on the internet, none are quite as powerful as Google Earth. Seeing beautiful patterns from above, dropping down into street view, and seeing the planet in ways I would never get to see in person. So when I came across a Reddit post about undocumented markings in Algeria, I was fascinated. These circles, near Tabalbalay tomb, visible on Google Earth, seemed almost like a joke. But when I checked, there they were. Identical circles in a perfect line, in the middle of the Sahara, 160 kilometers from any signs of life. This story starts in September 2021, when I first saw the Reddit post. I wanted to figure out what these markings were, and make a video out of the entire reporting process. Step 1. Send some emails. I reached out to Algerian experts, officials, tour groups, and even the closest hotel in Ain Salah. I asked commenters on the Reddit post and tracked down a Twitter account we thought was the original poster. I tried English and French, organizations, academics, locals. And then, I waited. But first, were these circles real? Or a satellite imaging glitch? I asked Sam, who produces our series Atlas. He pointed me to Maxar Technologies, the company that takes a lot of satellite pictures for Google Earth. They confirmed the circles were indeed on the ground. Steve, from Maxar, thought they might be related to oil exploration. Algeria is rich in oil and gas, and seismic surveys, where geophysicists analyze the Earth's surface by sending shockwaves into the ground, could produce something like this. But Bob Hardage, a seismic imaging expert, disagreed. He said the shapes were wrong, and seismic surveys aimed to leave no trace. He suggested these features were permanent by design. I kept Googling and found pictures of stone wells from Fogarat Essaouira, but reverse image searches were a dead end. Then, I looped in Vox Video's senior researcher, Melissa. She found an 1885 document mentioning tombs with rings of great regularity near Tabalbalay. This got us thinking, what if these things were really old? I sent the pictures to a Tunisian archaeologist who suggested they were related to water, specifically Fogaras, a 2,500-year-old irrigation system. Fogara builders dig a well at an elevated point, then dig parallel shafts at regular intervals to create an underground channel, carrying water long distances using gravity. This explained the desert location, circular shape, and spacing. Even Fogarat Essaouira, the nearest municipality, is named after Fogaras. But Dale Lightfoot, a Qanat expert, wasn't convinced. He thought they might be animal-drawn wells instead. I was back to square one until I found a database of oases in the Sahara and contacted Mohammed Brick, a farmer in Laghouat, Algeria. He doubted they were for water, pointing out the circle's isolation. Just then, Steve from Maxar sent me high-res images showing tire tracks, suggesting recent activity. Historians, officials, archaeologists, and residents all provided insights, but I felt stuck. The internet couldn't give me more, so I decided to go to the circles themselves. With help from Christina, we connected with Samir Abchich, a video journalist in Algiers. He assembled a team and embarked on a 15-hour journey to Ain Salah, and then 160 kilometers into the desert. Along the way, they found signs pointing to various theories. Tire marks from seismic survey trucks, a well system, and ancient tombs. Finally, they reached the circles. Many had metal wires, and under some, dynamite. The team dug cautiously and found an old French sardine can labeled Arsène Sopiquet, pointing to the late 1950s. I contacted Philippe Anginot, a sardine can collector, who confirmed the can's design was typical of the 1960s, probably from the late 1950s. These cans, left by an oil exploration crew, hinted at Krebs, the Sahara Petroleum Research and Exploitation Company, active in the area from 1953 to 1958. We confirmed the circles were made by French Krebs employees looking for oil using dynamite explosions. The scars of colonialism, these circles are evidence of one country's attempts to exploit another's resources. When we figured it all out, Bob Hardage confirmed our findings, saying this was a preserved example of first-generation seismic data recording. We solved the mystery thanks to dozens of people, old trash, a lot of internet searches, and a brave journey into the desert. Sometimes, to finish a story, The answer you have is satisfactory, and I think this one is.